you right now, Trump's agenda is not a surprise to anyone. How do I know this? I read his book. He wrote a book back in 1988 called The Art of the Deal. And all the same people that are fighting him now, he was friends with then. He names a lot of people. Did you know that Jay Pritzker, the governor of Illinois, and Trump have known each other for then? See, Jay Pritzker was the son of the guy who started Hyatt Hotel chain. But you didn't know that, did you? Yeah, Trump and his father were very good friends and did a lot of business. Trump and Jay never got along because Trump said Jay is not a good businessman. And he's proved that over the last 40 years. He's just a fat loudmouth. But if you read his book and you start reading it, you're like, wait a minute. Why are these people acting surprised? They shouldn't be. He ain't changed. So, what did? Well, he wasn't supposed to be president. But if you look at what happened in 1968, RFK was supposed to be president, not Nixon. We talked about this. And so then all of a sudden, and guess what? They had riots. You ever notice every time they have a riot, they always pull out the same "No war for oil." They just pull out the same signs and give them to the same. You ever notice that these protests are all backed by like the same 7 people? It's been that way for 40 years. And you know what? A lot of you guys might not realize about Minnesota, despite what you see on Facebook, is it's a dumpster fire up there. Most of y'all don't know that. These are not peaceful people. They took 30,000 people from one of the worst countries on the face of the earth, one of the most violent countries on the face of the earth, and crammed them into one city. The hell you think was going to happen? These are some of the most corrupt people I've ever met, and I've been saying this for 10 years. These are horrible people. They're not here to make a better life. Somalia, they could have made Somalia a great country. They're not there either. These are violent people. Horrible people. And when you cram 30,000 into well, basically, I don't know, 10 square miles, the result's predictable. You know? Highly predictable. So you sit there, and that's what they don't tell. Basically, what they're doing is trying to create another voting bloc, because I'll tell you right now, the Democrats managed to get all the blacks to vote for them, the American blacks. Up until about 1970, the majority of them were all Republicans. Why would a black person be in the same party that supports the Ku Klux Klan? I can't figure that out. But thankfully, black people were waking up. They're starting to rise. But not because of the Democrats, but in spite of them. They're starting to do their own thing. They're starting to make real money. They're starting to have real legitimate businesses. So then they had to bring in another voting bloc. And I'm going to guarantee you, if you really look it up, where are they putting all of these refugees? They're cramming them in swing states. Don't believe me? Look it up. Why do you think they put 20,000 Somalis, no, that was Haitians, in Ohio? It's dirty what they're doing. And these protests are just a smokescreen, because I'll tell you right now, with the amount of fraud we're seeing and the amount of money that was changing hands, these people aren't fighting you and me. They're fighting for their lives. They will burn it down to rule over the ashes as long as they can get away with it. That's all they care about. Tim Walz, that's all he cares about, is getting away. So, the next time you sit there and criticize Trump and this and that, go read his book. And you're going to realize these people have known exactly who he was for years. 40 years. He hasn't changed. Not at all. Go read his book, The Art of the Deal. And then you'll start realizing, like I did, y'all got played.